So let's read paragraph uh, 11 from section 1 of Karl Marx's text, The Communist Manifesto, and understand. It's a very brief paragraph that almost concludes the previous 10 paragraphs. We see, therefore, now conclusion of the whole discussion that began from paragraph 3 to 9. In paragraph 1, he says that history of class, history of society is history of class struggle. In paragraph 2, he says there are gradations, ranks, hierarchies, and from 3, he starts discussing how classes developed. We see, therefore, how the modern bourgeoisie is itself the product of a long course of development. So, in these 9 paragraphs, all the way from paragraph 3 to 10, 7 paragraphs, let's say, Karl Marx summarized the historical development of the bourgeoisie class, and he says that the bourgeoisie class is a product of a long course of development through class struggle. The bourgeoisie is a product of a series of revolutions. You saw how the serfs were granted some privileges and rights and given land, and they came to live in the burgesses known as burghers and developed into towns, and they began to do market and business activity. They became manufacturers, industrialists, and they began to sell goods and they began to make money. So the bourgeoisie is a product of a long course of development, of a series of revolutions. These revolutions means the classes fought and then they merged and new class was born. In the methods of production and exchange. Now, one thing keep in mind. As the methods of production and exchange got revolutionized or changed, social classes also changed. Let's say the economic development and the social development goes hand in hand. As the society develops, the way we produce, the way we manufacture, and the way we distribute goods, it also changes. We had feudal industrial system that was replaced by middle class manufacturing system. And when feudal industrial system was replaced by middle class manufacturing system, the closed guilds and the guild masters were replaced by the middle class businessman, and the labor division in one guild was further became complicated because within one production house also there was further labor division. And then we read about the uh, modern industrial class that used uh, steam engine and steam and machinery and revolutionized production. Then we read about the modern millionaire business class. Then we read about the world market, right? And we read how with the rise of world market, the bourgeois class came into existence. So we see the long history of the development of the bourgeois class. And the point to understand is that as the modes of production and exchange changed, the bourgeois class gradually developed. Once again, I repeat, the bourgeois class developed along with the changes in the modes of production and exchange. See, the relations of production and the relations of society go together. As the modes of production changes, people's social relations also change. And as the modes of production changes and people's social relations change, class also changes. When I say people's social relations change, I mean where they work, under whom they work, under what conditions they work. The work conditions change. People became, for example, in the ancient time, in the feudal time, the producer was in his own house, using his hands, manual labor, making goods, enjoying his work. Today, that manufacturer of the feudal class who owned the item he made, he is just a shift worker in modern factory, and the item that is produced doesn't bear his name. See the relation. The manufacturer today is just a laborer, a wage earner. The social, so as the as the means of production change, relations of production change, social relations change, and new classes develop. So once again, this short 11th paragraph concludes and summarizes the idea of the whole paragraph 3 to 11, 8 paragraphs, and says that the modern bourgeois class has developed over a long period of time through revolutionary changes in the modes of production and exchange. So the bourgeois class is the product of new modes of production and exchange. Every change in the modes of production and exchange gives birth to a new class. Today, we have modern industrial global mode of production and exchange. So we have modern industrial global bourgeois class. Thank you.